Hey, good afternoon. It's June 6th, 2023. Going to be taking out this 2001 Mercedes-Benz E430 4matic. Car presently has 86,540 miles. It's in very, very clean condition. I've just recently sorted out mechanically. A bunch of work was done by a friend of mine up in Long Island who had this car for a short while. He brought the car back up to Long Island for a few months, and I had him, while he had the car in his possession, he did some service work on the car, and the car runs and drives fantastic. It's got a brand new set of Kumo tires on all four corners. AC is ice cold. Need it today. It's a warm day today here in New Jersey, a little over 80 degrees. I purchased this car at some point late 2021. Held on to the car, and I had reasons for buying the car which didn't work out. My daughter was getting her license, and I thought about giving this car to her as her first car. She wasn't crazy about the W210 body style. She felt it was a little dated, and it's such a nice car that I decided to hold on to it myself, being that it's an 8-cylinder 4matic in black. And I've had the car since 2021, and I probably only put a couple thousand miles on it during my term of ownership. I wound up buying an ML320 shortly after I got this car, and that kind of became my driver. I didn't want to drive this car in the winter at all, because it's a rust-free W210. It spent most of its life in Florida. There's no rust on the body. Undercarriage is really nice and clean. Underhood is really nice and clean. Definitely a non-smoker car. Very, very clean car. With 86,541 miles. The body of the car is really nice. Does have its share of little dings, rock chips, and some small scratches. I'll show that in the cosmetics video. But the car really runs and drives beautifully. Very comfortable car. I've owned quite a few W210s in my life, and they're just really, really nice drivers. There are some minor things on this car that I'm going to disclose that I didn't repair, because I just didn't feel like, this was a car that I was basically using sporadically. But there are some LCDs out in the cluster. The center cluster, which shows your tripometer and odometer, are perfect, but the clock pixels are out, and your temperature pixels are out. So only some of the pixels are showing, so you can't really see what the temperature is outside. And the clock pixels are out. That's something that's repairable. There's a company in Virginia, Southern Electronics. If you send them the cluster, they'll send it back to you in a couple of days, and all your cluster pixels will be restored. As I mentioned, the AC is nice and strong, and it's ice cold. I mean, really beautiful. Some of the pixels on the AC control unit are starting to go out. You can still see, like I have it set at 67 now, 65. That's fine, but there are a couple of pixels out on that. Same thing with the stereo head unit.
Apparently, because he wouldn't stop crying.
Stereo head unit works beautifully. Sound quality is excellent, but also it has a couple of the pixels that are out on the display. Another thing that I just never, didn't bother me, so I never repaired it. The car is very clean. The leather is in beautiful condition. In 2021, I had a new headliner put in. Headliner's in great shape. I did notice on the edge of the sunroof, the headliner is pillowing slightly, which is unusual. I'm not sure if I did the headliner for the sunroof, but outside of that, the headliner is nice and tight, which is a known common problem on all these W210s, W202s. The headliners will eventually fall. They all fall. When I got the car, it was starting to fall in the rear, so I put in a new headliner. I'll go over all the cosmetics in the cosmetic walk-around video. Just a nice driver quality car. I mean, really attractive looking car. Very clean. Just had it detailed professionally. I had a 2-step paint correction on the black finish done with a 5-year ceramic coating. I don't know what else really to say. The car comes with the original window sticker. It did have 3 keys, but I'm down to 2 right now. So if I locate the 3rd key, that will be disclosed. But it did have 3 keys, but it's down to 2. Comes with the original books. And like I mentioned, I just had a full service done to the vehicle, including a trans service, valve cover gaskets, all the filters and fluids are fresh, brake flush, coolant, oil. So it was fully serviced. The tires on the car are brand new. I just mounted them last week. The tires that were on the car were outdated. And so I put on a brand new set of tires. You can see how the car tracks. And cruising along effortlessly at 60 miles an hour. Cruise control works beautifully. AC is ice cold. Just a really, really nice driver. 86,544 miles. You know, it's not a super low mileage car, but it's a very clean, well-maintained car. Spent most of his life in Florida. I would say probably 90% of his life was in Florida. Look at the Carfax, it was serviced regularly. Just a nice clean car. So this car will be coming up for auction on Bring a Trailer. I finally decided after a couple of years that I just can't keep them all. This was a car that I held on to because I like to take it out every once in a while. W210s are great cars. Great family cars. They got a big back seat. They got a good sized trunk. Very, very comfortable for long trips. I've taken W210s in the past down to Florida numerous times, and perfect car for long trips due to the comfort level. And that's my drive video for today. See, 2001. Mercedes-Benz E430 4matic, so it's an 8-cylinder 4matic car. Don't see many of them around. Great color combination, 040 black over mushroom leather. And that's my drive video for today. It's June 6th, 2023. I want to wish everyone the best of luck.